Nationals this August 8th in Springfield, Missouri. It's going to be a great event. And, you know, if you're watching this, you're going to get all the information right now. In-person tournaments are scarce right now, of course, because of the coronavirus. But, you know, Richard has a great event, and it's going to be super safe for everybody. Great competition. And it's just going to be a great event, right, Richard?
Absolutely, man. We're looking forward to it. We're excited for it. You know, there hasn't been too many face-to-face tournaments, and this is going to be one of the rare ones we've had in our region, and we're really looking forward to how it's going to work.
Yeah, man. You know, now this is probably like this has been one of the tournaments, the fastest growing events, you know, through the last 4 or 5 years. You've seen it growing, and it's had like, you know, a bunch of fighters have come through. I think 1 year or last year you had like 30 black belt or more fighters, which is huge, a huge number. That's like national caliber size tournaments of fighters. So it's a great event, but there's something for everyone. Forms, weapons, there's divisions. It's all open to all ages, ranks, and styles. There's gonna be point fighting weapons and forms, right? And there's XM. Take us through some of the divisions that there are.
Absolutely. So you've got your standard kind of NASKA divisions, your CMX, your creative weapons, extreme weapons, your traditional forms. You've also got your point sparring. Open weight is a big thing with us. We usually have really good size open weight from juniors all the way up. We run continuous sparring. This is a big continuous sparring region. People love to bang a little bit
as well. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So continuous, you know, we'll have a team. We are going to try and do team sparring depending on how people show up. We have a couple. We have one specialty division for our little dragons. It's that karate flag. So those ones that are 9 years and under, they have an extra division where they can do that. So traditional weapons, traditional forms, CMX, lots of point sparring, continuous sparring, open weight sparring, and team sparring. So we've got a good balance. That's one thing I wanted with my event, to have that balance. I want to have a lot of forms divisions, a lot of fighting divisions. There's something for everybody here. There really is.
Yeah, man, that's what martial arts is all about, right? Perfect balance, and you pretty much have it all. You have the stand-up. You like the point fighting side, that's great. If you like the kickboxing stuff, where you more where you hit more, you know, you got the continuous, which is like kickboxing but without knockouts, of course. You know, it's more fast-paced. And then, you know, you got the traditionalists, the forms. If you're a traditional forms kata guy, there's divisions for that. But then you're more in the modern sport karate era, you know, you could do that. So there's really something for everybody here. And, you know, it's gonna be an awesome event. If you're watching this, you could ask us any questions you have on the event now, or you could contact Richard Osborn on Facebook. You could also go to the website. I believe it's ozarkmountainnationals.com. Is that right?
Yep. I try to make it simple. I'm a simple dude, so I gotta make it simple.
Hey, keeping it simple, and basics and balance, like that's how you customer service. You've built this tournament to a great event every year, and it is in Springfield, Missouri. So there is an airport like 15 minutes to the event, and it's in the hotel and the DoubleTree, and it's all connected. The hotel and the convention center, right? Or in the ballrooms, right?
You walk out of your hotel room, hop on an elevator, and you're down to the convention center. So it's all inclusive, and the hotel and the airport are really, really close together.
Yeah, no, and there's a lot of cool things to do. I mean, you could go hiking in the Ozarks. That's open space right there, and there's a museum that's close by too, right? What's it called? You were telling
It's the Wonders of Wildlife. Johnny Morris, who founded Bass Pro, built this like huge museum, and it's got sharks in it, and they brought in penguins this year. It's got live animals and an aquarium that's unbelievable. And like he had ex-President Bush and Mark Wahlberg, Marky Mark came in and opened this thing up. So it's got a lot of huge attractions. So there's that, and then we've got like mini Vegas 30 minutes down the road. If you want to go hang out at like a theme park, we've got Branson, Missouri, which is 30 minutes away. And it's a huge, huge tourist attraction for Southwest Missouri. So, there's things to do here. Lots of great food. Tons of great food.
That's super cool. And those things are open right now as well?
Everything's open. It's just restrictions right now. We live in an age right now to where there's modifications to what we do as our normal day life. And so, but things are moving and things are open around here. There's just a little bit of a modification. You just have to be a little bit patient.
precautions, right? More precautions,
Yeah.
which is what you guys are doing too for your event, which is, that's customer service. So we're just going to kind of go through it here. You could see in the picture here. It's also on the website and the Facebook page. You could get it, So there's going to be less rings, right? Of course, you guys usually have like 8 or 10 rings, right?
Yeah.
And it is ProMac sanction as well. ProMac, you guys are going for your ProMac points. You could get points still here. There's NASKA. It's Point Fighter approved. So, you get your points, guys. You haven't been, I know some of you guys love those points and for the championships, and you can get it right here. It could be your first one for all these. I think this is going to be the first actual ProMac, right? It's the first ProMac, the first NASKA rated as well, right? Since the quarantine. I mean, since the
quarantine. Yeah. Since the quarantine, we're basically opening things back up, and very few across the country. I mean, there's not very many. I mean, Jeremy's event was the first event last month.
Yeah, USA Sports
open. Yeah, so we're one of the few events. It's actually going to be a live event this year, and it's all about region. Not every region can do what we do. We have been very fortunate, and I don't want to downplay the virus, but we've been very fortunate. Missouri has not been severely impacted as other places, and so we're able to host a live event and draw in our regional people and still do it within safety and the guidelines of the CDC and everything that we need to do.
Yes, sir. Yeah, there's sanitation stations scattered throughout the competition floor. They're going to be social distancing, the chair, the seating. The staff and volunteers are going to be wearing masks. There's sessions, which we're going to go over in a little bit. Those are the masks right there. Now, who's going to be wearing these masks, these cool custom masks?
All of my staff are getting these masks. So my scorekeepers, my judges, my registration people, they're all getting these masks right here. That way we know they're covered, and they've already signed off on being covered. One of the things I asked, I said, hey, if you want to judge here, we're asking you to wear a face mask. We're going to have an issue with it. And everybody signed off on it. So my staff signed off on it, and everybody did. So we're all going to be in face coverings. And then again, will I have to wear a mask? Here's the exceptions to who does not have to wear the mask.
Yes.
I didn't know if he's going to go down or let me go down to Alex.
Yeah. Athletes, they don't have to wear once they're competing, but before they're competing, they have to. Spectators 11 and under not required. Families who sit together, practice social distancing from others will not have to wear. Yeah, because you're already together your whole time in your house. Or even in the dojo, there's schools that are open and they're all together, right? But just, I guess, not a huge crowd, of course. But that's awesome. That's great. That's you guys are taking some great precautions there for the tournament. Now, sessions. This is important because this is where it really, you get to like the people, right? Not so many people and at the same time. So the sessions work great for, social distancing. Because you're only going to be, you guys are asking that only competitors in that session be in there, right? Now, of course, there's always going to be some exceptions where you have like a mom has a brother and a sister competing and they're different ages and they're in 2 sessions. So that's kind of hard to not be in there for. But, it would be good if everybody just sticks to their session and, maybe watch from some of the streams. Point Fighter Live is going to be streaming. I know the page is going to be streaming as well. You could watch that way. So that's really good. So let's break down the session. The first one is 9 a.m. All the adult divisions, 14 to 17, all ranks. Okay, so these are adult underbelts, right?
Yeah, and adult underbelts and adult black belt forms. So we're going to get those out of the way because the last session we got the adult black belt sparring at the end of the day. So, and we're going to run all the way through. So there's a schedule within the schedule. So session 1 is going to start with those age ranks. Then we're going to run CMX first, then traditional weapons, traditional forms, then the point sparring, but not black belt adult point sparring, but the rest of the ages and underbelts and the 14, 17 point sparring. And we're running grands right at the end of that. And then that session is completely done. And then we'll go right into the next session. Same way, CMX, traditional weapons. We're going to run them all the way through grands. We're going to run every single division they've got. Everything and be done with that session. They're done. That way they can leave and they come back later in the day. And then that's what we do. The one thing I'm asking people is to be flexible with it. These times could change. The middle sessions could probably start a little bit later. but we're just asking everybody to be patient with us. This is the first time we've attempted to do something
Yeah.
like this, and everything is new. So we're not expecting a huge crowd. You know, OMN usually draws about 400 people, you know, with just competitors, 400 people.
That's great.
We're expecting 150 to 200 this year. So it won't be as big as it's been in years past. But
That's enough to have great competition still, you know?
Absolutely.
And be safe. That's what you guys are offering, safety, and you're still getting the competition. And, you know, you miss it. I know you guys miss it out there, right? So it don't matter what league you follow, where you're from. There's not many tournaments out there now. This would be a great one for you right here. And it's, you know, it's going to be a great one, you know? Now, you're planning on coming. You got to book your room already. You know, the rates have been extended. It says here till July 24th.
Yeah.
But you got to come and book it. The phone number's right there, 417-831-3131. And it's DoubleTree's. You know, I always got to say this when I talk about DoubleTree. Cookie, right? Cookies. I wonder if they're still doing that too now. I hope so.
You know, I don't know if they are. You know, with that whole
maybe
the hands
not.
going inside.
Maybe
yeah,
not.
They may be handing out the baggies.
Yeah,
and
maybe inside the packaging.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are. I mean, it's DoubleTree. I mean, that's what they have a reputation of, the cookies. They even have it on the vans, on the shuttle. Hey, is there a shuttle for this from the hotel or no? It's too
there
loud.
is.
There is.
There is.
Because I know DoubleTrees have shuttles. Yeah.
Yeah. They've got one that runs to the airport. And I tell you what, they have been over backwards on the sanitation side. Ever since the protocols have went in place, I mean, they're checking fevers on employees. I mean, they're checking their temperature before they even start work. And then before they do our event, they're going to sanitize every single thing in that ballroom and the hotel double time, just to make sure that when our people come in, everything is ready to go. And so they've been doing that already and checking so their employees are safe, the environment's safe. I mean, really, they have been over backwards to make sure to let people know that are incoming that this place is going to be clean from top to bottom, and even their own employees. If somebody comes in and they're running a little hot with the temperature, they're going home. You know, they're not even going to be able to walk through the doors. And
no, that's good. That's good.
They've done a really good job. They've really done a really good job.
Like I said, guys, if you have any questions, right now this is being broadcasted in Facebook and YouTube. So, you know, on both pages. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment. We'll do it live or now or you could comment later, or you could just contact one of us. You could contact myself, Richard. We respond very fast. Winners, right? That's one of the cool things about the event. You guys have great competition from all over. Gypsy, you know, a bunch of great schools come, not just in the area. You're talking about Texas, you know, Floridians, you know, people from all over the country come out here to this event, and you see a bunch of happy faces here, and that's how you're gonna come out, you know, happy. You know, you guys don't want to miss this event. It's gonna be an awesome event. Anything that we didn't talk about that you want to talk about now that we didn't get to? I think we covered a lot.
We did. I think we got it all, Alex. You know, the biggest thing is that there's going to be good, strong competition. Like you said, you know, OMN is starting to get a little bit of reputation throughout the country. People are starting to pay attention to the event. You know, with what we've got going on right now, you know, we went above and beyond to make sure that people that are coming in are going to be safe. And that's been my biggest concern. And, you know, we've kept our pricing down. The other thing, too, is, you know, I did a stimulus plan. You know, we haven't, I really do believe we have a national level event as far as the appearance of the event.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
A really nice ballroom, really nice awards, trained officials, you know, just really, really nice as far as an event goes. And we did a stimulus package. Our base package for paying for a division was going to be $60 for one. And we actually gave a free division. So for $60, you get two divisions. You get a national level event for $60 for two divisions. So
that's awesome.
And there's no pre-registration price. The same price that you pay today is the same price you're going to pay at the door. Like, it doesn't change. And so I did that to make sure financially people can still afford to come to our event. And then it's $10 each additional event. So for under $100, you can get multiple divisions, and spectators are only $10. And then little brothers and sisters that are under 6 years old are free to come in. And so we've really financially, we've tried to take care of people.
OzarkMountainNationals.com. You guys need to reserve your hotel and, you know, register. Even though it's the same price up to the door, like it helps the promoters, and especially, you know, to schedule everything and just to have everything run smoothly. So make sure you try to register at least a few days before, so it could be even better prepared, for everything. But it's gonna be a great event. It's gonna be a great event. Now, of course, there's people that they're not going outside, and that's fine. But there is people that want to come out, and compete and do everything, and so that's why I thank you for doing this in the sport and bringing the sport back. This is really helping the sport. We need it. We need it to survive, and I think that it's not easy to do a tournament like this during the
yeah. Alex, I lost your video or audio. I can't hear you. Well, I hope I broke nobody's Facebook with staring at my face for this length of time.
How about now?
I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I'm switching studios in my new house and stuff from the old house, so some technical issues. But we pretty much got everything rolling.
Oh yeah.
We talked about everything, so we'll see you guys there. August 8th, Springfield, Missouri, Ozark Mountain National. You guys don't want to miss it. And if you have any questions, just contact Richard, myself. It's going to be an awesome event. It's point fighter approved. There is going to be a power ring we're giving out as well. Maybe these tournaments to some of the winners. If you could choose it, maybe you could be a man and a woman, or something like that. It'll be up to what you want. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and power, baby. Have a great